Welcome to the Womanhood Lectures, where each week we bring you topics and discussions on issues that matter to you, the modern day woman. We hope to inspire, we hope to bring some inquiry, and hopefully some healthy debate on issues that matter to you on your journey of womanhood. I'm one of your hosts, Yasmin.
And I'm Lyra.
Pull up a chair, join us at the table, and grab your favorite drink so that we can chat.
Please like, subscribe, share it, definitely comment because it does affect the algorithm. And we'd like to send out positive messaging for women over 40, women over 30, any modern woman that will listen to us, to be honest. But we're going to share some insight today on us, what we've went through and how it feels to be over 40, trying to stay fit.
Trying to stay fit is the key.
Trying. Oh my gosh.
I know. So I'm gonna throw the first question to you.
Okay.
Because you're very committed to your health, and you have a really kind of long history in taking care of yourself, like physically. So I want to know, what do you do now? Over 40, that's a little bit different. Or what do you focus on right now in terms of staying fit?
Sure. Okay, first and foremost, like background, I was an athlete as a kid, played every single sport. So being physically active was definitely something that's just part of my life. And I always felt what it was like to feel good. Okay. You feel good when you work out. You feel good when you exercise. You wake up in the morning, you feel a lot better, more confident. You stand up taller. Your body feels good. Now, fast forward, my 20s, I was probably the fittest I could possibly think I could ever be. Definitely looked amazing. Wore size 1, size 2.
Wow.
And I was I was just living it. And when I say living it, like I felt like I knew where all my organs were. Okay. And then I had 2 kids, and then it was like, I don't know where my organs are anymore.
I hear you, girl.
So, I mean, there's a lot of stress, I think, that we put our bodies through as we go to the transition of having kids. But also, I think our bodies change. So you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive your body. You have to let go of any guilt or association with it. And to be honest with you, I find that all that stress that you put on your body to be or to look a certain way, it does have its effect. It has a negative effect on it, okay? Mm-hmm. You're just building up cortisol. You're just stressing your body out. You're just always constantly on these yo-yo diets. I don't know how many diets I've been on. I can't count. But there's the keto diet to like fasting to I'm going to try the paleo diet. Carnivore diet. Like,
have you ever tried vegetarian or veganism at all?
I haven't.
Okay.
I love meat. But
okay.
I grew up eating that at every meal, okay, right? So it would either be curry chicken or, some really good food, some meat with some rice and vegetables. Is a very East Indian meal. Now, that being said, as I work out, I have to kind of like focus on what am I putting in my body, which is really important. And I'm not skinny. I'm never going to be a skinny person, but if you ask me to carry you to the shore, I would be able to. I'm a very strong person.
Yay.
And I've developed that over the years. I would say right now, as, almost turning 45, that I'm probably stronger than I was at 35.
That's amazing.
Stronger. I'm saying like lifting, weight training, being able to, like the power that I have in my body. Now, it wasn't always like that. Like being physically fit is very hard. I'm not there. I'm not even close to where I want to be. Because if you're like me, I'm pretty sure you probably live in the past and think about that time you fit in that size 2, size 3, size 4 dress.
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, I can't get that back. It's so
Where
hard.
did that woman go?
I don't know. And now I'm using clothes to kind of secure everything in place. And if you're like me, it's okay.
Yes. Spanx is your friend.
It's my friend.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But I will say, I don't work out every day for any other reason than to just be healthy. Okay. I don't do it for my physicality. Like, I think that's just a byproduct of it, that I look greater in outfits and and obviously things fit better. But the actual reason why I would get up every day is because it changes my confidence level. it changes the way that my body feels, especially after 40. Everything hurts. I think it's like
Yeah.
literally the day after your birthday that you turn 40,
Right.
everything just starts to
Just
hurt.
start having these mystery ailments.
Yes.
These like mystery. I remember like about 6 months ago, my wrists started hurting for no reason. No reason. And I mean, I'm an OT, so I thought, oh, maybe I have de Quervain veins. Maybe I have some sort of, tendinitis. And I was thinking to myself, how is that possible? I have not done anything differently in the last few months. Why am I having? And then it miraculously went away. But it took a few weeks of me
Right.
resting. And I thought, this totally sucks.
Yeah.
How am I going to have to do this for the rest of my life? And I'm not like you. I mean, I don't work out a lot or very hard. I do more yoga, stretching. I do power walks every morning. And personally, I don't like hitting the gym in terms of weight training, although I should be doing it.
Weight training is actually very effective.
Yeah, it's really good for you.
Especially for women over a certain age, because it does help with your bone strength.
Yeah.
And having that strength actually carries towards your future. So as you age better, you age stronger. So, the brittle bones, it has like that counterintuitive in your body. So I believe in weight training. I believe that you should try to weight train even a little bit, do some weight bearing activities. It does help. But I will say that I think for me, I'm a really bad example to the public and the general public, because I will go to a CrossFit class and start lifting a whole ton of weight, and then I will have to go to physio on Friday and Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
Because my back hurts. But it's because I'm trying to pretend that I'm 20 years old in this 40-year-old body. So
where's your happy medium? How do you balance that out?
So that's what I started to do. I started to just do more resistance training. It's still weight training, but less real like heavyweight training.
Okay.
I stopped doing the CrossFit, and now I just do 30 minutes on the treadmill, walking uphill, and I do resistance exercises. I think over time my body will just start to adapt and change. And what I've also realized, I believe that as we, bear children and have children in this day, modern age, we're constantly being poked and prodded, right? Mm-hmm. We've all probably had epidurals and had C-sections, and also, I've had my tubes tied. So that was it had a huge effect on my body.
Oh, wow.
And I believe that it changes your hormones. And I think there's so many things that are influencing us as women. So our hormones are being affected by the food we eat, the what we're drinking. There's a lot of things. The environment as well is affecting us. Mm-hmm. So the way that our bodies have changed, unfortunately, our metabolism has changed. Our hormonal regulation has changed. So it's much harder to lose weight as you get older. Yeah. It's much harder to make the changes. It's much harder to eat certain foods even, because they have an effect on your body. So I would think that to make a serious impact on your life right now is just making that behavior change every single day. Telling yourself, you know what, I'm going to do those 10 push-ups.
Oh, the 10 push-ups. I can't believe that you got me to sign up for that.
I
That's
know.
Hilarious.
So yes, I started doing push-ups every day.
I started doing push-ups
and they are awesome. You're doing full,
they
your knees are not on the ground.
Suck.
And
Come
you're
on.
actually doing...
Are you kidding me?
No,
when I
amazing.
watch back, I'm like, oh my God, I don't even look like I'm moving. It feels like I am touching the ground. It does not look like that at all.
But they are push-ups. They are push-ups nonetheless.
They are full push-ups. I'm not on my knees.
And you're challenging yourself, right?
I am.
And
because I do have
it's probably been a month now.
Yes.
And you've been doing it consistently.
Yes, I've been doing it. And I do find myself stronger. So thank you for that. Thank you.
And that's just a behavior that you've implemented every single day that you've been trying for well over a month now. And now, you're going to
much easier.
Yeah. So
I can
by
say
next
it's
month,
definitely
you'll
better.
be able to do a full extension push-up where like your body comes up and down.
Where it actually comes up and down, and I can see the
cute. I love it.
difference. I know,
Yeah.
it's hilarious. It
It is.
really is.
Yeah.
And it's okay. I can laugh at myself. Absolutely. I'm very weak in my upper body.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing for me. And I think, you know what? I'm actually going to start planking as well.
Okay, good.
Because that's going to help me a lot. I found that after I had kids, my core strength is just gone.
Oh yeah, mine's gone.
It's just like I jump, I pee.
Oh my God.
I laugh.
You said
Don't
that
make
out
me
loud.
laugh too hard.
If I laugh,
Yeah.
same thing. Well,
yeah. Right? It's just
But the planking has helped, right?
the
And
planking
the
will,
exercising
I
has
think
helped, and
everything
the, like,
will work. And that low body, like your low back pain, that comes and goes. Like since I've had kids, I don't know about you.
Yeah, I have low
but
back pain. I think a lot of women experience low back pain.
Mm-hmm.
But what has really helped is like squatting and doing certain exercises that are isolating to the glutes. We do a lot of sitting, right?
Yes.
And especially if you're like, had children, you're in your 40s, you're working at a desk all day long, you're sitting down, you're literally, your whole body is just in flexion forward. So you're not really activating your back or your glutes.
Yep.
So doing exercises that build that up and influence that back part of your body, major improvements there.
Okay, so I've seen something floating around the internet. You tell me your opinion on it. Okay, Miss was
Get a BBL? No. Okay, sorry.
Oh my gosh. Please. I can build that booty up. I'm sure I can.
Yeah,
one of these days. Build it
Me
back.
too.
Build it back better.
My kids stole my butt. No, my kids.
That's
my
hilarious.
kids took everything.
They
But
did,
anyways, go
right?
ahead.
Yeah, they just suck the life out of you. Yeah. So I've been seeing wall Pilates
Okay.
circulating around the internet.
Yes.
Do you have any experience with that? What do you think about that?
So
Because I think for me that
Pilates
would
is
work.
amazing. Pilates in itself is amazing because you're working all of your core stabilizing muscles throughout your body. So your core is not just your core; you're working stabilizing muscles. Like if your arms have stabilizing muscles, your shoulders have stabilizing muscles, your back has stabilizing muscles. So when you're doing Pilates, it helps to build that up. But yes, I believe Pilates is great. I get a little bored of Pilates, but I think it's
without
great
machines.
Yes.
Right. Just because I used to be a dancer, so I did ballet for quite a while, and that was amazing. I've been able to maintain my flexibility and fitness for many years after having kids, simply because I had that as my training.
Right.
So I still have pretty decent balance. I can still stretch. I mean, I can do a little bit of bar work, but really that helped me a lot. So if I can get back to something very similar to that type of training, my body would really like it.
Yeah, wall Pilates is great. I think you should definitely
I'm going to try it.
Yeah.
But then is it really worth it to invest in one of those apps?
I think you can find a lot of videos just on YouTube.
Right. I'm sure I could.
You could.
Anyways, I'm going to look into that because that's sort of my next move. That's the thing that I think I should start with because, again, I'm trying to do. You
just want to not.
I want to get
when
stronger
you laugh anymore, right?
Absolutely. Please, can I keep it all in? Yeah. I don't want to get to depends just yet.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah.
But it's normal. Like all of these things are pretty normal. Like especially after having children. Like it's just not. And really and truly staying fit after 40. There's some people who are just magically like so fit and so with it, and I'm just like, wow, I've let myself like go or whatever. And it's just whatever. It's the realest thing I can say to you is like, who cares? Like you're on your own journey. And if you can do that one little thing every day and make those improvements, that's all you can do. And that's perfectly fine. But there's some people who can't. There's some people who can't commit. Yeah. There's some people who say they're going to do something and then they don't. So I'm talking to you when I say, what can you do every single day?
Join an accountability group.
Yes,
because
100%.
What did we do? We literally on WhatsApp, there was 5 of us.
Yes.
And all we did was say, okay, everyone just do 10 push-ups if you can every day.
10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 minutes
10
on the
minutes
treadmill.
Something.
That's it. Something small to like slowly implement a behavior change.
But get in the habit of doing it,
right?
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
And here's the accountability group. You don't have to post yourself doing it. Although I did. I started that or you started it, I think.
Yeah, I always do it
by posting a video of me actually doing it. Every day I have to do it. And then when I miss a day,
you're accounted for.
Yeah, when I miss a day, I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to post something. So I do 20.
Yes.
Right. I'll always make up for it. But the beautiful thing about it is there's something you have to check, like people checking in on you
Yes.
in a way,
Yes.
right? They're not
So if you
looking
can
over.
make like
Yeah.
your own accountability
Yeah.
groups, even with your friends or somebody like in your life, even your
Yeah.
partner, like say, you know what, we're just gonna be accountable towards each other. This is what we're gonna do every day. Make sure we do it. I think implementing small behaviors is definitely gonna work.
Yeah,
you
it's the
know?
same thing. It's the same thing that I tell my clients in our coaching practices as well. If you can, accountability is one of the key ways for you to change a habit to transform your life. So find someone in your life that you agree that they will check in with you or you will check in with them.
Right.
And that keeps you honest and it keeps you on track.
So what are your goals? What are your goals for
I
fitness?
do want to get stronger.
Okay.
I want to get stronger, and I want to get a little more toned, or a lot more toned, actually.
Okay.
Because I'm slim, but I'm sort of at a point where I'm sort of slim and saggy. You know what I mean? So I want to just get some muscle back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
I want to get slim.
Okay.
No, like I just want to
Yeah.
go back to like when I was 25 and I can rock those outfits. No, you know what? I live in, like I told you, I live in the past, but I'm saying, I think a lot of us just, and that's where I take the pressure off. Like if I'm going to get there, I'm going to get there. Like along the journey of getting there, I'm just going to have fun with my life. Right. So I don't take it as seriously as you think. I go to the gym every day because I love it. Because it's become
You
part
actually
of my,
enjoy the process
I actually
of it.
enjoy it
Okay.
and I love it. Like it makes me feel better when I go. When I don't go and I'm sitting down and I'm, eating something I shouldn't, I'm like,
You don't feel so
something's
good.
missing.
Yeah, you don't feel so
So
good.
my body tells me like,
Yeah.
you don't feel good because you didn't go. You
Yeah.
know, so I think you should listen to your body. You should listen to what it's telling you at all times. And I think our bodies become so intuitive after a certain age. Like we've already lived a life. We've had children. We know we're kind of like we lost sight of certain things for sure because we get disconnected because of the things that have happened to us. But when you connect with your body tells you, don't drink that Coke. And don't eat that pizza.
Don't
like,
have
after
that
you
third
eat it,
cup of coffee.
you're like, it's gross. I feel terrible. Like your body is always telling you things.
If you're in tune with it, it'll talk to you loud and clear.
Yes.
So what do you think about intermittent fasting?
I love it. I do it.
Yeah.
I find that for me, I'm able to curb my cravings. Like I don't crave bad foods anymore.
Okay.
But I don't do long periods of time. Like I will do my regular, like 6 p.m. I'll stop eating. And then the next day I'll start again at say 10 to 12. Like it's not a really long period of time, but 10 to 12 I'll start eating again.
Yeah.
So it's like an 8 hours window.
Okay. Yeah. I think for me, I usually stop around that time as well, 6-ish, 7-ish maybe. And then I'll have tea in the morning. But I don't really eat till lunch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So lunch and dinner, pretty
Okay.
much. Yep. Yeah. But I mean, if I'm hungry in the morning, I'll have something. I'll have a piece of toast or something. Like
Yeah.
I won't deprive myself, and I won't stick too rigidly to it. But I do find that it's been helpful in general. Like I just feel better.
Yeah.
Fasting.
Intermittent fasting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great content out there for intermittent fasting. There's a lot of apps that you can use to kind of help you and guide you through that. Fasting in general has kind of been looked at as like, oh, you shouldn't do it. But actually,
so good
there's
for
so
you.
many benefits to your body. Your body almost recuperates. It starts to build itself up again. So
Yeah. It allows your organs to actually have a rest.
Yes.
Because they're constantly working.
Right.
So yeah, it is very good for you. What about, have you ever done any cleanses, juice cleanses or anything like that?
So I used to do a juice cleanse all the time. It was very, very challenging. It was like a 3-day where you would just slowly get rid of stuff that you're eating. And then you drink juice for 3 days. And then you'd slowly start introducing foods back. And hopefully they're healthier choices this time. And honestly, it was a great way to kind of just give your body a break.
Okay.
Yeah. You lose like a bit of weight. I'd say like 10 to 12 pounds is what I would lose in that 9-day period.
Yep.
But it's something that's very difficult to really stick to. Because once you introduce foods back in your body, it's like stick to the good stuff. So I think like take the pressure off. I think the best advice that I could say is just feed your body well, make
Yeah.
better choices, you
Yeah.
know, and eat foods that are actually like on, you know, that
That
are
are
actually food,
nutritious,
that
that are
actually have
actually,
nutritional
yes.
content, that like
Yes.
are protein that help build you, right? As opposed to breaking you down.
I
So,
agree. I think it's probably a good idea maybe once a year to do something like a cleanse, like a fast, you
right.
know. I know a lot of my friends in the spiritual community and coaching community, they'll do, say if it's not a juice cleanse, they might do a water fast for a couple of
Ooh,
days. It's yeah, I haven't done that.
I don't have
I
the strength.
wouldn't. Yeah.
I,
I love food too much, right?
I love
I'd
food.
literally be dreaming about pasta
I,
5 minutes
It's not
in.
even that.
Yeah.
Like I already have conflict, right? In my marriage. If I'm hungry, it's gonna be even worse.
That's not fun. Lyra will not be fun
Even
anymore.
worse. I will just be not a happy camper. It
Yeah.
won't go well.
Yeah.
So without food,
No.
no.
Hangry you is not
Hangry,
good.
no.
Yeah. I
No,
hear
but
you. I hear you.
I could probably not eat for a couple of days, but past that,
I don't
maybe
know
2
if I
days.
could. I don't know
Maybe
if I
one
could.
day. I don't know.
I
I
don't
haven't
think-
done it.
Yeah.
I haven't done it,
Yeah.
so I can't answer.
I'm
that.
pretty sure I would not survive the zombie apocalypse because I would just be like, take
Where's
me
the
now,
food?
baby.
Where's the
just,
food?
yeah, nope, not doing this. I would feel like, I surrender.
I'm
Take
so
me now.
hungry.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I don't think I would survive just no food for days or anything weird like that. Yeah, it's not for me. Again, I'm a lazy girl. I realize the more I talk to you, the more I realize.
Because you don't go to the gym, but
lazy.
you don't like you don't. Yeah, you
Yeah.
know, some people say like you don't really need to, like you're already slim, but it's like it's more
But
about like
but I have
strength
different
and building.
goals.
You have
Right.
different goals in mind, right? For me, I think that a lot of people think like going to the gym is supposed to be like I'm going to get slim and skinny and I'm going to have like a booty and whatever, you know. That I just think that we need to take the pressure off. There's just so much pressure already in society and as a whole to like be something that you're not. Just have fun with it. Like
Yeah.
I go to this fantastic soca dance class, and it's
Oh, I would do dance.
it
Anything to
was-
do with dance
I
would
think
be
you
fun.
came with me once.
I came
didn't
with you
Oh
to
my
that class
gosh.
once. I like Zumba.
Yes.
I would certainly do that.
And it was just like shake your booty, have
Yeah.
fun, sweat, and like that was it. And it was like so finding something that you just love to do that brings the life and the zest back into your life, right?
Yeah.
Especially after you
All my
start.
friends do different things. Like one of them really loves to cycle. One of them loves to run
Right.
in all types of weather.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
She's a serious runner.
I only run in the summer, or run from a bear.
Yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I run 2 places. How about that? Yeah. But I don't know. For me, I like things that are fun. So
Right.
if it, if there's music playing, if
There's
I can move
energy
my
and a
body,
vibe.
energy, and a good vibe, then yeah, I that's my thing. That would be my jam for sure.
Yeah.
What about so fitness after 40 isn't just physical? What about mental and emotional fitness after 40? Do you find that for you, any of that has changed
Oh.
over the years?
I would say that like over the years I've become more in tune with how they all relate.
Okay.
They all come together. Like if you're feeling that in a good mental state and you're working on that aspect of yourself, like I know for you meditate, right? And you kind of take the time to like really get to know yourself and just be in tune with it. I think that's very important. In terms of was the second question was the emotional aspect of it?
Yeah, emotional and mental.
Yeah, so I do spend a lot of time, just introspecting and reading
Okay.
some content that helps with that. I started to journal because of you, actually,
Aw.
and I find that actually helps me get a lot of the stuff that was built up over the years out in the open. What would you suggest?
Yeah, absolutely. Those are all the things that I do and that I recommend to people is not like pay attention to the mental, to the emotional, to your spiritual fitness. Because I find that after 40, you start becoming a little more introspective on your life.
Yes.
As your kids get older, you start looking towards the future that is, kids not being at home and your role is going to change over time. So it's a great time for you to start rediscovering who you are, what you love,
Exactly.
the things that you want to get engaged in, and it will change as you age. So it's a great time to set those foundations. I think emotional intelligence is one of the best things that you can learn to do. And we don't often focus on that when we're younger and when we're starting our families because we're so busy juggling
Right.
that we don't pay attention to that.
So what do you suggest for developing that emotional
Emotional
aspect for fitness?
intelligence and emotional aspect. I think for me, some of it is meditation practices,
Okay.
and awareness practices. So I teach people, how to have that self-awareness of your energetic body, of your emotional body, working through trauma and wounding. If you can become emotionally fit, you're incredibly strong. It helps so much with your discipline. It helps with every aspect of your life. If you can develop that commitment muscle, if you can develop that discipline muscle, you and everyone around you will benefit from that. You will literally just skyrocket to becoming an incredible version of yourself. And you know this because you apply this to your life through your fitness.
Right.
Right? If you know how to be committed to one thing, you can learn how to be committed to other things.
But it's a ripple effect. Like all of these things have kind of helped each other out.
Yeah.
So in this journey of becoming our authentic selves, there's just a lot of different aspects that have come into play. And one of them is the physical aspect. I think that if you're trying to pursue your goals to become, your true authentic self, but also chase your career goals and chase your independence. And my kids are getting older, so I know that they're not going to rely on me as much. So there's this window of time where I get to actually pay attention to myself and actually focus on myself and actually grow and not feel like they're so dependent on me anymore. So yes, I think there comes an age where you're like, wow, I have to face myself.
Yeah.
I have to improve myself and I have to do more for myself. And that's what's really helped. The fitness aspect has helped me tremendously on building my self-confidence, on bringing me back to the vibe, the energy, the positivity, I've embraced it. I've embraced it. It's been beautiful.
And definitely also building community is really important.
Yes.
I feel like sometimes as younger women, we kind of bury our head and we focus on our career or we focus on our family, we focus on our marriage, we do all of these things. And 10 years later, it's like you're coming up for air and suddenly you almost don't know yourself. And you've gone through all these changes and transitions and you're trying to find your way back. Community is so important. I love going to women's circles with you.
Oh, yes.
Those
amazing.
are the best.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And I have women who reach out and say, oh, man, I need women. I need to be around women. I need to be around women my age. I need to be able to share my thoughts and really have that collective share where you're sharing your thoughts and somebody's saying, oh my gosh,
me too.
I've experienced that too.
Right.
It's very healthy to experience that.
Yeah. And even just getting the reflection from other people that have had similar experiences or different experiences from you, just to see what are they going through versus what am I going through, and all those little tips and tricks and things that they've done, and what have you done with your kid, and how did you get through that?
Right.
And, what do you do when this has come up in your marriage? Those are so important for women to share.
And I think that's really a good end-off point is that we're not alone. We're really not alone. When we have this conversation about what we're experiencing, we're not alone. There's so many women who experience that. When it comes to emotional wellness and when it comes to mental wellness, we're not alone. When it comes to women's circles and the stuff that we share in those circles, we're not alone.
Yes.
There's a lot of very distinctive commonalities between us, I think.
Absolutely. And I hope I'm not alone in peeing when I cough. I know you're out there, ladies. I know you are out there. Please
Or
help
when you
me.
jump into a jumping jack. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Oh, my gosh.
Till
Beautiful.
next time.
Till next time.
Please subscribe, share. Our content is very unique. It is for women, and this is a womanhood. We'd like you to stick around, comment. It helps the algorithm. Until next time.